Probably just a short stream for a little bit. I'll sit here myself. That's why. Maybe I'll switch up the games midway through. I don't know. But we'll see. My little bleed Quaker here. Gonna run some maps. He's level 88. I've been avoiding streaming this game for a while because I was doing a series on YouTube for it, so I figured no point in doing both. If there's anyone that... Nah, I don't want to run with any of these people. This one's kind of interesting.
Welcome.
Probably should modify the sound settings slightly. I should get a bit of music in there. Okay, that seems good. Alright, map today is 2 unique bosses, monster poison on hit. Let's block chance, alright. Probably one of the more rippier things for me. Fuck it.
Man burrows for only the eternal hibernation.
They're my dear friend, Eldrion. I feel like it's too loud, just slightly. Why is it so sensitive? Probably gonna turn down that a bit too. I also hate burrows. Fuck. This fucking... Dude, I don't even have time to get bleed stacks on it at all. There we go. I killed it in one hit. Fucking piece of shit. I've had 2 characters so far this league. This is, well, actually, technically 3. But the first one was the Frostblades character, and I honestly didn't really like it past leveling it up. It was a good starting character. That's what I kind of suggested it for, but mostly because it was a new player-friendly kind of thing. And I did that one league. I didn't want to really do it again, but I wanted to do it just for the video. Then I made this guy. He's pretty fucking strong. Not the highest damage ever, or clear speed, but he's still pretty cool. Fuck. Same old problem with shield charge, everything getting stuck on it. Allegedly, one-handed weapons get better. Hello, XXX snipes. Part of me is bothered that you actually got that name. Anyways, as I said before, I'm doing Path of Exile for now. I may switch up the game slightly in the middle somewhere. I don't know. Depends what I feel like. My bandwidth just stabilized, so we'll see. I'll see what everyone's up for. I don't really feel like Dota anymore because I'm kind of sick of the meta that's currently in place, which is like kind of like a lot of the heroes I like aren't very good right now. God, I want Tiny to be good one patch, but I don't know. Like, it's basically like the... If you're losing... sorry, if you're winning, go wrap the enemy base, because you can't leave base kind of thing. I don't like it. I'll explain this guy in a little bit, what he does. My little build here. It's a full block build with Earthquake Bleed. I also hate this map. Whoop. Ramparts. What? How did I get ramparts? Oh, no. Racecourse is my shaped one. Anyways, yeah, so I don't feel like playing Dota 2 anymore. You know what the really sad thing is? I really feel like Warcraft 3, but I'm gonna burn the fuck out on RTS games if I start that up again. That's the problem. Because I was actually having a lot of fun doing that. I probably should not have started it when I did. Fucking hell, because now that's what I want to play. Alright, let's go into one of these little holes. Now, Reno. Alright, sure. Oh, there's a Beast of the Pits. There's two of them. So this is like the manliest build ever because basically I block most of what comes at me. Alright, that's starting to hurt a little bit, but now I killed him. I mean, it's still kind of RNG based, but yeah. I mean, they had critical strikes and I had less block chance actually. So this should have actually been hard. Hey, tank catapult. Oh, I don't know how many people are in right now, but I have a little half announcement to make, or something that I'd love to discuss with you all because I don't want to make a video on it on YouTube about it again. So that whole thing about people's channels getting demonetized and stuff because they're not advertiser friendly. Well, I wasn't hit until basically, also this map's different now. I wasn't hit until about, I think it was 2 days ago, I finally got hit. And I knew it would kind of happen, because the thing is, I know their strategy with that thing, is like they're rolling out to people slowly so people can complain, but then there's not enough people complaining, so they kind of just get away with their bullshit, so I didn't want to make a video on it, because that's what everybody does. When it starts to affect them, they make a video on it, and then they complain about it, and then nothing happens. People just kind of go the whole good old, like, oh god, YouTube is awful, etc., etc. And then we just go on to just taking their shit. Anyways, it was not completely unexpected, but yeah, they hit me. About half of my videos have, like, limited to no advertising on it anymore. Like I said, not unexpected. I kind of figured that would come because I do kind of swear a lot. I mean, YouTube is awful, I know. But it's one of those things where, like, so the way it worked before with the advertising YouTube thing was I saw it as, like, a nice thing. Like, I don't know if you guys have necessarily paid attention, but I don't do things like Patreon or whatever. I just don't care. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I figure, like, the advertising on money, or on, let's say, on Twitch or something, the advertising is usually good enough. You know, people maybe click ads or something, and then, you know, I get a couple bucks here, and then it basically just goes directly into just funding some games that I would do. I don't want to, like, make it a job or something like that. So that's kind of how the way it normally works. And that has fallen down sharply in the last, like, last 3 years, I would say. They changed their, just one day they changed their algorithm for searches, and then, like, I'm basically nowhere there. But to be honest, I've always kind of done this shit for fun anyway, so I just kind of didn't care. Like, I'm not here to game the system or something like that. I just do what I want, and play what I want and have fun with it, kind of thing. Anyways, so they hit my channel recently with all that stuff. So, I mean, the most I ever made from YouTube was like when there was like a really big new game that came out, and I did it and got like a shit ton of views. Kind of usually more the niche stuff was the stuff that got a lot of views for me. Because I've always liked niche games, honestly, anyways. So something that like basically your PewDiePies and shit aren't like covering or whatever, but or like I don't know, whoever that fucking guy is that does like 6,000 parts of fucking Binding of Isaac. Northernlion, that guy, yeah. So I was lucky. I could sometimes in a month get like at least 80, but sometimes as much as I think the most I've ever seen was like $120 or something like that from 1 month. But as I said, that was a one-time peak of like just some game I did that month that was like just popular enough that people really want to see it, but not popular. Not so popular that I would get like the search results get buried. Of course, now the gaming scene has kind of changed. Now like everything is fucking popular as fuck, unless you're doing something like Factorio or something, or Papamexel maybe. If you did start a Patreon YouTuber, I don't think I necessarily really want to though, because as I said, for me the advertising was all about like it pays for just some of the games and stuff, and Kent actually got a new computer from it actually, because he did like the co-op stuff with me, and I got a lot from doing stuff with him, so I said, you know what, I'll give you money for a computer, and then you got a computer out of it. So anyways, so that has dropped off, so it's been like, in recent times, it's about like $40 to $60, I'd say, now, a month, that I got. Then again, I haven't really done any like major like new releases, because I just don't care about a lot of the new releases, so it's just kind of the way I roll. There's a lot of shit here. Also, everything's blowing the fuck up. This is a fun one. I wish I got that guy. Anyways, so yeah, it's dipped down, and and ultimately, you know, if I was really in it, like I've never been in it for the money, but it's obviously made things like getting new releases harder because I don't have any other income right now, so that's kind of a problem. But anyways, that's not to give you some kind of pity speech. It's more like I just realized that. So they of course it's happened the way it happens to everybody, which is like basically without warning you go onto my videos channel and they go basically like, oh, a bunch of your videos are now not advertiser friendly, and I can so I'm not exactly sure what they do to pick it out, but I'm pretty sure one of the metrics they use is their stupid closed captioning thing. So the thing that was supposed to help like deaf people watch like YouTube videos and stuff, I'm pretty certain it's being used to basically weed out things that have too much swearing or so-called hate speech and stuff. And so like their criteria is very broad. Like, oh god, I have to show you one of the videos I had that was advertiser unfriendly. Fuck, which one was it? It was actually the funniest thing. Oh dude, I can have dark theme, kick ass. Let me find it. Where is it? I'll actually show you on the stream right now. It's actually fucking hilarious. Alright, go monitor. Alright, so some of the stuff isn't hit. This is some other crap. It's unlisted. Where is it? If it's putt-putt, you'll laugh. No, it's fucking great. Oh, wait, no, they changed it. It's monetized again. Ah. They've been changing it then. Okay. I think they've changed it, because this one right here, this Sir one, I can swear, I swear it was considered advertiser unfriendly. Let me play it for you. Let me show you what it is.
Sure.
That's it. And that was actually advertiser unfriendly, but it looks like they've actually changed it. Which is what? How do you search by that now? Because I have one here. Apparently that like this Path of Exile one is limited or no ads. How does this work now? Actually, I need to actually like. Why do they not let you search for that? Google, the king of search, doesn't allow me to see videos that aren't advertiser unfriendly. No, that doesn't work. That's actually the stupidest thing. Alright, so... What the fuck? Did they, like, reset this or something? What the fuck? How to see advertiser unfriendly videos. What is the link to that? Did they, like, not do my channel or something, or like change their mind? Like, what the hell happened? Because before half my videos were hit with this shit, actually. I don't even know. But now it looks like nothing is hit, and I know that's not I know that's not true. That's impossible. Like, cause... And honestly, I think the only reason that this one is still considered advertiser unfriendly, no, it's because maybe it's a recent one, I don't know. There was one that I had recently that I said request review, and it looks like it was actually monetized anyways, actually. What the fuck? Dude, this is so fucked up, actually, because this is different now. They're like, not communicating this at all. Alright, who the fuck even knows at this point? I have absolutely no idea. But that 4-second video was apparently hit with that. I swear it was. I don't know why it's not right now. I find that kind of odd, so I guess they decided that something was off. Okay, never mind then. Because the thing was, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, I didn't think I was really going to change anything. Because I was like, obviously I'm not going to stop doing what I like doing, because I do it for fun. You know? Where's the... Because I'm not going to stop having fun just because YouTube thinks like something like Coca-Cola doesn't want to be associated with like me cussing a little bit. Like, who gives a shit? I know my streaming channel was hit like nobody's business. That one, the stream archive is like... where is the other one? Actually, what the hell? How does this one work? Looks like I can keep going this way. I guess I didn't go this way. Whoopsies. I have never seen this layout. Alright, now it's open. Like, I don't really know the reason why they would think, like, just a little bit of swearing is advertiser unfriendly, but who knows. What is communicating with their user base? Exactly. Well, as I said, no email, no nothing about the fact that they changed it to my videos, so... But now they changed it back, so... Who knows, I guess? I did find that a bit weird, as I said. But yeah, I mean, everybody's complaining about the metrics, but yeah, I kind of just said to myself, yeah, I probably wouldn't change anything. But the only thing I was kind of worried about was, I'm sure you guys have heard about that limited state shit, right? Like, how, like, they're apparently going to try and, some, like, really hateful videos or some shit, I don't know what the fuck their criteria is. They're basically going to make them so they're, like, invisible on YouTube, essentially. So you just can't find them. And all I can think to myself is, you know, if their detection is as good as their advertiser and friendly stuff, then everybody's fucked. And I could just imagine, like, you know, because I still kind of segment my stuff into, like, you know, parts and stuff, because it's like episodic content for me. And so all I can think to myself is people going like, yo, where's part 30? And I'm like, well, you gotta click on this specific link and stuff like that to see it, because YouTube flagged it as whatever, and you can't view it. And so I just, oh shit, almost died. I got hit by something at the very end there. It was weird. Okay, I have no flasks anymore, so we lost. What the hell fucking bled me that hard? So I could think of, like, the only thing that would really stop me from doing this stuff is to, is if they actually, like, you know, made it so I couldn't even post anything anymore. They just made it so inconvenient that, you know, it was actually just a waste of my time to post it if it's just gonna get deleted someday. Did I not press that? I may not have pressed that. I think the big corporations are pulling ads from YouTube because they don't want TV to die. I mean, you're not wrong. That's probably a little bit of it. By the way, this isn't hardcore, this is softcore. But most people play softcore, so don't worry. Oh, I'm dead. Whoops. Well, there you go. I ran out of flasks. What do you want me to do? Alright, let's try this again. Anyway, so back on my little topic of discussion. I mean, it's any number of reasons why they do it. Who knows their motivations? I don't know. I don't really truly know their motivations either. All I know is that, yeah, it hit me now. So I was just thinking to myself, like, yeah, so I'm gonna just continue doing it until, like, the day comes where I just can't do it anymore. And then I'm just gonna go, like, I don't know. Probably just try streaming more often or something. I mean, the ad revenue is so minute that I'm just considering just turning off ads in total on all the videos. Because, like, it doesn't do anything at this point. I'm surprised I didn't press that. I must have pressed something up there. Oh yeah, I did. I pressed the lever over there instead. That's what happened. Okay, I fucked up. Shit's confusing sometimes. So I was considering just turning it off and just like, because it doesn't make a difference. Why inconvenience people at all? Yeah, it's worth flag detection like the polygon playthrough of Doom. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, their content, all their detection algorithms are really bad. Content ID is pretty bad. I mean, Pat was saying how he can't even post stuff anymore because it's like, he can't do anything because he had like strikes on his account or some shit. All right. And so he doesn't post anything anymore because he has a strike on his account and he can't get rid of, and it's just like everything's like 15 minutes and some other shit, so he can't do anything about it. And he had like silent like parts in the video flagged by content ID, and he thought it was a fucking joke, but it apparently wasn't. Like, it's just a lot of weird stuff. So who even knows at this point? But yeah, my whole thing is I was just gonna keep going with it as long as I could. But, you know, I kind of wish that maybe, you know, maybe I would just turn off the ads and basically just maybe have like a tipping system, you know? I'm like, hey, if you like this stuff and you have disposable income and you want to see more stuff, potentially, you know, just, you know, have like a little thing where like, hey, you can throw $10 my way or something for a new game or something. But, you know, because I feel bad about like, because honestly, I think too much of the extreme, which is like the people who basically plug their stupid shit in every like at the end of every video, and it's like, no, sir, I don't want to support your shit because I just saw it as a one-off thing, you know. You were entertaining, but I don't have a bazillion dollars to spend on people that I found entertaining for a little bit. So, and that actually, honestly, it turns me off when people do that. Like, I kind of like even if someone's like entertaining, you know, I find myself, like, especially on like Twitch and stuff, I'm drawn more to the people who don't like do like shout outs and like fucking other stupid shit. Because I don't want them to be normal. I don't want them to, like, I don't want to be reminded that they're doing it for money. Yeah, actually, that's exactly the best description I can give. You know, I want to feel like, because the minute they tell me that they have something that, you know, I can give them money to, then I'm basically like, oh, you know, they maybe weren't having fun with this. I don't know. They're maybe just doing it because, you know. That's the important thing to me. So I mean that's the reason I've avoided things like Patreon, but I don't know in this case. What? How's my inventory completely full? Fuck. I'm sponsored by Loot Crate and Crunchy. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. That's I honestly like if you look at like all the people I follow on YouTube and all the people I follow on like on YouTube for the most part, it's they like one of the criteria, they have to be really good if they do any stupid shit like that. If I had like tons of money to burn, then I would probably support people I like more, but I'm simply not in that situation now, so trying to get into that situation again. But it's just one of those things. I mean, I could very well set it up, but I don't know. I would have to I'd have to think about it, because I think as I said, I think what I would do is I would basically say I'm turning off the ads because they just don't do anything except probably annoy people. And I'm just gonna say, you know what? If you guys like it'll basically work like this. So I think it'll be like, you know, if it's like obviously I do some Twitch stuff, but I'm gonna say like, hey, you know, I'll use it specifically for, you know, hardware and other things, and hopefully some things I like, but it'll basically be like, yeah, because I know there's that new Wolfenstein game coming out. That's why I'm kind of starting the other one, but I don't have money right now. Like, dude, what is it, like $80 right now? What is it? Wolfenstein Steam. Look at this shit. Dude, like 80 maple syrup bucks. Like, nobody has fucking money for that. Fucking. The sad thing is, it never was always like that. It's usually like the $60 that the Americans usually get. But then the currency changed so much that they decided to just up it by $20 for Canadians. So like, yeah. You don't think YouTube can keep this up? I mean, but where else do you go, is the question. I mean, I've already stuck my neck out once when I didn't like what Twitch was doing. I went to Hitbox, right? Like I said, you know, it's a problem for me more because oversaturation of just gaming stuff on YouTube, and I don't necessarily fit the bill for what people have the search algorithm figured out. Like, do you guys ever wonder why like someone like DSP has like a gazillion subscribers and like all that other bullshit going for them? Like why does DSP have so much of a following, especially when he's so garbage at games? And you wonder yourself, like, yeah, like who the fuck liked him, right? Like who the fuck, you know, supported this guy to the point where, because like you can think of probably like a billion other people on plenty of sites that deserve it, but it's like it's a matter more of, this is actually not bad, I think. Can I roll something else on it? Nope, so it's garbage. They only get 400 views on average, but the reason why he even became a figure in the first place is because the system on YouTube was originally based upon how many total views your channel gets, and then your videos get put higher in the search results. So at the time, he would do the stupid shit where he did like 5-minute segments. Like he'd split his videos into 5 minutes and like not even give a fuck about it. Like he basically would like play for like, I don't know, a couple hours and then like 5 minute here, 5 minute here. So it would be like fucking 30 parts of like one playthrough of something, right? And it'd always be propelled to the top of the search results because that's how they did their thing. Because they're like, wow, this channel has a lot of views, people must like them a lot. Well, no, that's not really what the case is necessarily, you know. And so they fixed that eventually, and then I think it became more about how much people watch your videos. And then some other, I don't know, who the fuck knows how it works right now. How much is this worth? This is worth nothing. Alright. So that's kind of what they do now. And so now he's in a spot where he's complaining that nobody, you know, he doesn't get as much viewership, but to be honest, he kind of shouldn't have had it in the first place. He was, as I said, unintentionally abusing a little bug there.
Need a map? Stay in.
He wasn't like a crazy good, you know, anything. He was just, you know, whatever. Anyways, I don't know what point. I don't know what point I'm trying to make.
What can I do?
I'm just saying their criteria changes all the time, and maybe fucks people over sometimes. But yeah. Also, I haven't done dailies yet, so fuck. We gotta stay here for a minute. Abusing, even though he was abusive to begin with. Yeah. Oh, so sometimes some of the people got in really early into the game. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know what you guys necessarily thought of that. Latency, fine. Because I was thinking of just turning it off because I'm just like, it's just useless now. But now that they've reinstated it, maybe I don't have to. Who knows? So maybe that's not even the case anymore. So I was thinking that I was gonna like talk about that, and then I go look at the page, and then everything's advertiser friendly again. So who even knows? You know what the worst part is? Like, if you actually look at what they tell you to do, like in case like you're like, okay, like imagine someone who wanted to be advertiser friendly, right? Like some fucking solo person. They really don't give you good criteria on how to, you know, how to fit their standards. They don't really tell you much. They're like, don't swear, have, you know, things that are suitable for advertisers. What's suitable for advertisers? Like which advertisers? Like, I'm sure like fucking like maybe Trojan condoms would like me to put like porn videos up. Maybe that's suitable for advertisers then. like who the fuck knows? You know? I love block builds so much. Oh, it's so nice. I'm surprised nobody has actually class action lawsuited yet. Like, it's like I said, it's I think it's because they're doing it slowly enough that only a couple people complain, but nobody has quite thought of it. Because isn't there like some shit in the UK where it's like if you're literally stealing money from people, so like at least like the EU or something should do something about it. It's this guy. All right. Is he? Because I have bleed, by the way, so... Alright, let me run away from him. So I will totally kill that guy if I... Alright. Make advertiser policy. I mean, they gotta tell us what, you know, what they're looking for, but then again, it's like... You know, I think about it. I think about it mostly for other people because, like, I'm not gonna change anything. I don't give a shit. I really don't. Because I don't really like being told what to do. So I wouldn't do anything different. Because sometimes people try and tell me what to do, and then I react very negatively about it. How did he get one? Oh, he's throwing traps and shit. He got like fucking some last hit call shit. It's actually funny now. As I said, a lot of people try to make their livelihood from this shit, you know? Oh, I know what happened. Actually, Pat was telling me. It was apparently in the news. Apparently, like, I think it was like Fox and some other companies were basically like saying that, why is she blocked? Why is everyone blocked in this place? I think they were saying like that YouTube and Google were censoring right-wing video bloggers and things like that. but like leaving the left-wing people alone. I think that was one of the pressure they've been feeling about it. I think that's what the deal is. I think that's why they've maybe been changing it as of late, because they now appear very how shall I say, not exactly impartial with regarding this stuff. They were censoring conservative right peoples. Yeah, that's what it was. And I think like some of them with like TV shows and shit were like fucking just going ham on them, actually. Because YouTube is run by probably not very politically active people. I completely forgot about that, actually. Oh man. Yeah, like you got it, actually. Pretty much done. They were demonetizing left channels too, but I'm just saying, I'm not, I don't, as I said, like, I'm not saying that they were doing this, I'm saying that Fox was reporting that they were doing that or something. That's what I'm saying right now. I don't, like, honestly, I've seen how their system works. It's retarded because it basically picks out everything. For no reason whatsoever. Like I said, that 4-second video before, I have absolutely no idea what would have, like, set it off. But yeah. Like, something set off that shit, so... That's what I'm saying, is, like, it's just, their criteria is really dumb, but they've been actually receiving a lot of heat, even from media, now. So much for don't be evil, though. They're pretty fucking evil now, I have to say. I can't really think of much they do these days that isn't evil. Pretty fucking evil company. It's probably why they don't have it as the thing anymore. Because they just want to do some evil things and like, well, we can't say don't be evil now. You don't get the left and right who is the Republicans. You don't get much about politics these days. Basically, there's some people out there that have different stances that are different from yours, and then you're supposed to disagree with them. I miss the days when politics were moderate, which was never. Anyways, I wasn't getting into a political discussion, I was just saying that's how they've been doing things. I was just saying, I was just pondering to myself why they changed it, and that's actually why, I think. Because he was saying how he saw a news article about it recently. By the way, we may never get to see Pat again, because he's going to be in the middle of the fucking tornado, apparently, on Monday. He was like, we were like playing Path of Exile, and he's like, man, I don't want to dip into my rations yet. And I'm like, what do you mean your rations? He's like, well, I have a bunch of food next to me. He's got like snacks and shit that he bought. He's like, I'm just gonna go into work on Monday, and I'm just not gonna care. And I'm like, why would you go into work during a fucking hurricane? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, he's got nothing better to do, so he's just gonna drive in the hurricane. He's like, if I don't make it, I'm sure Walmart will pay for something. Like, yeah, good luck with that. You're forgetting spitting on them and throwing human pieces at them because they don't agree with you on every subject. Exactly. God, do you guys remember when video games were political? That was fucking... Those were some really weird days. I remember that whole, like, Jack Thompson thing. That fucker's still around. Basically, the internet shitted on him because he's basically like, oh, nice. Remnant of corruption. I need one of these. Okay, maybe I don't want to stand in that. Hey, I still don't want to stand in that. Oh, I didn't explain to you guys how this build works, because it's actually kind of interesting. It's actually a really fucking cool build. When I get back to town, I'll do it. I'll show you guys what this guy does. Basically, I get to do things like this, where it's just like, I'm fucking Neo in the middle of like a group. This is like a double boss map, and it's like, I don't give a shit. The fuck is this stick? I'm just gonna fucking smash your face in. It's fine. Actually, why can't I attack now? I may have run out of mana. The thing that's the biggest problem is damage over time, but that's why I have a flask for that. So I just ran into like a lot of potentially dangerous shit, and this build did not give a fuck. I could just sit here and fucking right click. Take it from me, this shit hurts. Like, on any fucking... without any other character. I've done a lot of character, well, not a lot, but I've done like, I think like four or five characters. I did one Spectre Summoner, and then I rage deleted it. Well, like, okay, I took off the items before that, but I got really mad because Spectres are so garbage right now. They have never been in a worse spot, because one of the things they did in the new patch is they buffed the health of all the endgame map bosses. So I'm like, oh, I'll just make a Spectre character and just do some maps with it, and then my Spectres got absolutely shit on. Not because they died instantly, but more like they were just they were whittled away slowly, and then died. So I got mad, and then deleted that character, and then did another summoner that didn't rely on minions. I had to basically go back somewhere for. All right, so I'll just explain this one quickly. We got some 25% chance to cause bleeding. We got more damage against bleeding enemies, and bleeding enemies explode, dealing 10% of their maximum life as physical damage. We get some more block chance if we've been damaged by hit recently. Then we get 100% of block chance applied to spells, and then some stuff for like when I block things, I get more movement speed and damage and shit like that. So I didn't like the rest of the stuff, so I thought it was garbage. And then passive tree wise, I have all these bleed nodes all over the place. I have iron reflexes as well, so I can never evade anything. I have resolute technique. Got this shit right here, which is like 35% increased damage from ailments with attack skills, so that's like more bleed on top of that. I've got some life. Basically life. I mean, I'm just getting life for the rest of this build pretty much. I got all the endurance charges, got all the block nodes. More bleed stuff. So I basically... oh, and this one's the big one. Crimson Dance. You can inflict bleeding on an enemy up to 8 times. Bleeding does not deal extra damage while the enemy is moving. 50% less damage with bleeding. Some shield shit here. So basically what this equates to is 66% chance to block. Then when I block a hit... sorry, when I take any kind of sort of damage... for 4 seconds I get 8 more blocks, so that's like 74%. And then I have Tempest Shield, which triggers on castle damage taken, and that's another 3%. So basically it goes up to about 78%, because I have the Anvil, which is 3% more chance to block. So this is a max block build, and then I have Reckoning on Brutality, which is basically I cannot deal physical damage. Sorry, I can't deal anything but physical damage on this build. Vulnerability Blast Me on Warlord's Mark. Sorry, Vulnerability and Warlord's Mark. We got Earthquake, Chance to Bleed. Chance to Bleed because it gives you flat physical damage, which is kind of cool. Less Duration, Melee physical damage, Brutality, so that's even more physical damage. I have 2 Steel Rings just to raise my base damage as much as humanly possible as a one-handed weapon. This weapon is the next thing I'm replacing, because this is like not that great. This is like very mediocre, actually. And I have more physical damage. I have Windscream right now for 1 additional curse, and then eventually I'm going to get a corrupt version of this amulet with 1 additional curse. That's when I get enough money for it. I have the Lionized Remorse shield as well. So that's what this guy does. So basically he's about bringing 8 bleed stacks onto people, and that's why I do it with Earthquakes, because Earthquake has that more damage stuff on it, so it's like the perfect ability to do that with.
May your maps be merciful.
And he's got basically, he's just gonna be a tanky piece of shit. So right now I have 5.3k life and I'm level 88. And pretty much my next levels are just gonna be like this right here, this life little section here, then all of this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 points right there. And then I can even get some of the Marauder. So basically there's just life for this build from now on. Like, there's absolutely nothing else I want. I basically left most of the life until last. Oh yeah, there's some right here, 5% right here. And there's also jewel sockets, which I did not allocate. I think I didn't, yeah, I don't have either of them. And like this dex node, I'll probably swing out of. Maybe I can swing out of it now, even. This is, requires 108 dex. Yeah, I can't quite get out of that yet. Although I have a free stat on this item, so maybe I could. Maybe. I don't know. I definitely need the intelligence is like the big one. I was hoping the dex I'd be able to make do without it, but I could probably actually deallocate that and probably start to go towards this jewel socket or something. Like it needs like 2 points though, so. But yeah, that's generally what this guy does. Oh yeah, and I got a helmet enchant for minus 30% earthquake duration. I was really lucky to roll that actually. Amazing. What's a good character / build for a beginner? I did one in the LP, but I was like, I was basically saying to do a here, let me actually show up. I'll actually show you on screen here what I did. So I would highly suggest Duelist and Slayer. And I mean, you know what? Actually, it depends more upon what you like. But if you like two-handed weapons and stuff like that, you get this. Like you go this guy. You know, you get like some life here. You know, then you get the 200 damage there. And then like you can get some more life there. And then there's like more two-handed stuff. And you generally are trying to make your way to Resolute Technique. This is kind of what your tree should look like. And you can get some more life there. Like you should just try and work for a tree that looks like this. This is like one of the better kind of trees that you can do. I can even copy and paste it too if you want. But the main thing is this guy's Ascendancy, because he's got like gain onslaught for 20 seconds when you kill a unique or rare enemy. That's like 20% faster everything, which is good. But then you also get to kill enemies at 20% or lower life. You make all the bosses in the game easier by like it takes 1/5 the less of the time to kill them. It's amazing. I love playing this guy. And then you go up to this guy after that. This is you get leech, and then leech doesn't end at full life, so you're like constantly tanking. You're very tanky, and then you get that. And you do something like Earthquake or Sunder. Those are two very good spells. I would very much suggest that. But if you have another preference, like if you like spellcasters and ARPGs, and just tell me, and I'll like tell me what you'd like to what you like out of this kind of game, and then I can tell you even better what you should do. Like if it's your first time and you just kind of want to go through the content, you don't really care what you do, then yeah, by all means do what I just said. The Slayer is really good. But otherwise, no. Oh my god. You guys love political discussion. Jesus. I played a Scalemancer build in Diablo 2. If you want, I can actually show you. I'll show you the other build I have, actually, if you want to see it. But it's a little bit more in depth. Yeah, we can do this map with it too. Yeah, we'll run this map on my other character, the only other character I have.
Need a map?
But just give me a sec.
Be merciful.
And I'll explain that one too, because that one's kind of cool. Because I haven't actually streamed this game for a while. Yeah, this is the LP character. This is me starting Barrage, but I hate Barrage. I realize, so I don't think I'm going to continue this guy. This is the other Necromancer I made. All right, so with this person's kind of cool. So we have zombies. I don't know if I should explain it first or just play it and then explain it. I think I'll just play it and then explain it. That's what I'll do. Just trying to cast everything here. This person's actually really cool. I have like all the damage auras and level 1 clarity. Alright. This person's a bit of work in progress though. How bad is this map? Probably pretty bad. This person's a lot weaker than the other character you guys were just watching, but that's fine. As I said, I'll play it first and then I'll explain it. You may actually like this one a lot, Dankest.
A once great monument, now a forgotten memorial.
Oh. Oh, something 10's changed me. Oh, Mammoth is here. Why was Mammoth here? Also, I forgot to summon my Stone Golem, and I'm also dying. Forgot to summon the Stone Golem. There's a lot I have here. This is actually technically build a week, but oh shit, I'm dying. Okay, all my zombies died, so that place fucking hurts. What the hell is the mods on this? There's beyond, there's pack size. What the fuck? Okay, they apparently cannot get through the door here, so they've officially choke pointed us. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they're throwing like chaos traps at my minions. You guys remember how my my Bleed Quaker didn't give a flying fuck about anything? Yeah, this person kind of gives a fuck. It's a sigil. Unassailable. What the fuck did that do? Unfortunately, I'm dying. Fucking hell. Can you... Like, I hate fucking zombies so much in this game. Like, the guy is literally standing half a screen away from me. I have my inventory open. I can literally see the guy attacking me, and they're just kind of standing around me. Okay, apparently this thing sucks. I don't even know what it is. That's a slideshow? Oh, fuck. Seriously, again? Oh, fucking hell. I think my internet has decided that, I have streamed for too long, but let me see if there's something running here. There really isn't, though, is there? Yeah, sorry. Let me see. I'm gonna try this new thing where I can turn down the settings on the stream, I think, while it's live. Wow. Oh, it actually does work, huh? Kind of. Except it goes down to 500. I'm actually really surprised that the program lets you actually turn down your stream bandwidth like that. Trying to see how bad it is. The program lets you actually turn down your stream bandwidth like that. Trying to see how bad it is. Okay, it's gonna hiccup slightly, but hey, you know what? It's better than nothing. Alright, what was I talking about just now? So, my main problem with this build, hopefully it'll only hiccup a little bit and it won't be that bad. Just had the Wolfenstein game, I hear it's not so great. You mean the one I'm doing right now? Or the new one? Anyways, this one, zombies are fucking retarded sometimes. That's all I have to say. Okay, there is a lot of fucking shit here. Alright, we have, right now, Gluttony of Elements on. And that let us kick that thing's ass. Actually, tell me how bad it is now. Tell me if it's better now that I kind of lowered the bandwidth. Like, it'll still hiccup slightly, but... What the fuck is so dangerous about this map? Picture quality went down a tiny bit too. Yeah, that's what I did. Like, my bandwidth stopped, and so I compensated for it, because that's what happens is like randomly during the day I'll just kind of it'll drop down to about like between 1 to 2 megabits of upload, and then so that's why I can't really stream that well. But what I did was I just turned it down, and so like I'm watching it go down to 500 and then it goes back up to 1,000. So it kind of catches up again, I guess. I don't know. Oh, the Wolfenstein I'm doing? I mean, I'm only like 4 parts into it, but I haven't completed it yet. For Wolfenstein. So right now I don't think it's that bad. I mean, someone was already complaining about that early stealth stuff, and I'll say that necessarily wasn't my favorite part either. I wasn't a big fan of it either. I'll see. So you guys need to tell me how bad the stream is right now, because if I open another window, it's probably going to lag it as well. Potentially. So, alright, I'm thinking about just yellowing in there, because... Or we can just let them kind of stream out here. Oh no, never mind, we killed it. Okay, we've seen 3 Harbingers so far, that's ridiculous in this map. You got to bring the Master Spell Stealth meme back though, yeah. You know, I kind of watched it, like just the beginning part, and I sound so bored actually for part 1, I'm not sure why. I think I just didn't feel like putting any inflections in my voice whatsoever. I was actually having fun with it though. I was enjoying myself. It just didn't sound like it though, for some reason. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh my... How? How? He flame blasted me, and I used Gluttony of Elements. He may have stunned me out of it or something, and then I died. Dude, that must have been milliseconds, man. That's fine, don't worry about it, because this is very much not a hardcore build, as you may or may not have noticed. All right. So I'm not sure if this one tickles your fancy. Just to tell you about why it seems so squishy, it's because I currently do not have my defenses set up the way I want it to. And I'm also detecting... yeah, you see, my ping went up to like 200 for a second there, and I look at the stream, and it's like, oh hey, you're streaming too much again, and it dropped a couple frames once more. Yeah, I know the frame drops. Fucking hell, I hate this shit so much. It's so bad, actually. So bad. Let me look at my router for a sec. Anyways, I don't know if you're still here, dankest meme or whatever, but you apparently cut me at the exact moment that my internet decided to be a shitter. I would do this stuff more often, but then every time I want to, and then I go check, I'm like, well, my bandwidth doesn't look consistent, so I guess I'm not going to do it. Why does it say... What the fuck? Yeah, so there's like a lot of bandwidth going on in my network right now, actually. That's actually the reason, I think. Like, I'm actually looking at it now, it's ridiculous. I don't think it's me. This actually is one of those cases where it actually shouldn't be happening. Netflix? Maybe. No, but it's upload. It's upload bandwidth, though. That's a problem. One second. I'm gonna try something out. Alright, let's see. No, that's not the problem. Steam dialing in the background, it caused a problem for me too, but it shouldn't because I'm playing this game through Steam. One second, let me just check something. Okay. I don't know what it is. But I may have an idea of what it is. Let me try this out. I think my younger sister might be torrenting, so I'm just gonna kick her off the network. Because there's no reason why it should be like... Oh, I'm looking at like the bandwidth being used on my network. It's like spiking up to like... Oh, good, I got kicked. Okay. Let's see if this fixes it. So she may have been torrenting, but she's trying to sleep right now, so... but that, I don't know if that's fixing the problem, actually. No, it doesn't look like it is, actually. It's of your favorite girl. I mean, it looks stable. Yeah, that actually may have done it. Maybe her Steam started updating or something. I don't know. Because we're at a time when we don't actually have an incredible amount of bandwidth. So... No, it does look fixed to me, actually. It's much smoother now. I mean, it's gonna be blurry as fuck. Okay, there we go. That went down a bit more. But, I mean, it's not as bad as it was last before, so, I mean, it's a bit more acceptable.
Keeping those exiles on.
I mean, I think this is the best I could do for now.
And
Alright, so what was I talking about? I don't remember. Yeah, so this character... So, the defenses aren't the best on it right now, and I'll explain what the problem is a little bit later, because it's actually, like, not a huge issue. I don't know if you guys watch Pee-wee Builds of the Week, but this is sort of... I sort of tried to do a sort of skeleton build before. Okay. Just wrecking these guys. Where are all my zombies? They're right here. Fucking idiots. I have no convocation, so... So... 3.5k life is abysmal, obviously. I have a bit of trouble getting life on the gear of this build. And I'm gonna get a couple more life nodes, but... Grease lightning stuck in your head. Yeah, so I have a couple of defensive issues with this build. As I said, 3.5k life isn't acceptable, even for a summoner build. So I have to squeeze out at least 4k. So the plan is to use Mind Over Matter, and I just want to get my ES high enough, so that would be good to use. That's mostly what I was going to do. I think that's going to be the next point I put in, and I'll maybe be a bit more... Actually, I'm not running one of the auras. Which one is it? That's full haste. This one. Normal haste. Or played Magic the Gathering. No, my friend does. It ruined his life. So, I mean, the one guy who asked about it, Skellymancer, has skeletons. So, you know, it's kind of similar. I figured. You know, might be getting to the point where I might get ballsy enough to actually try and raise the stream bandwidth a little bit. So let me actually do that. Let me do dumb things. Go raise it to 1500. Oh shit. Yeah, this fucking... I think I need like casting damage taken or some shit. Because it's bad. It's mostly life pool. Alright, here we go. Alright. This is the time when we YOLO win. Oh. I like how I'm getting stunned even though I have Gluttony of Elements on. That's fucking great. You guys want this killer? Thank you. How am I, like, how do you get stunned when you're healing? 1500 seems very low even for PoE. Hey, look, it fucking kind of went down again. Okay. Bitrate, yeah. Sorry, I'm messing with the bitrate, and then it looks like that isn't enough now. Spaced out. Not 1500 life, I would never suggest that. Alright, I'm putting it to 1200 now. Let's see how that goes. Because I watched it now just kind of go crazy. I'm trying to find a happy medium where it doesn't lag out all the time. I need to put it back up because I was watching it drop again, so... So I was back on this build. This one lacks a bit of survivability, I'll say that much. But it has also some other problems, but I'll get into that in a little bit. Because you guys need to see the gear for this one. This one's fucking funny as shit. Ironically, this was meant to be like a skeleton mage build. And the best part about this build is actually the zombies. Which is sort of weird and ironic in its own way. Let me just finish this map up so I can explain how this one works. And now I'm watching the frames kind of mess up because it's also, I'm getting lag spikes too. You can see a graph here, fucking goes up to like 300 for some reason. Thank you, Canada Internet. I was more than 50 still left, fuck. Every once in a while I see it spike. Yeah, I know. It's like, did I tell you guys what they're doing? Okay, so the line in front of our house is complete garbage. We don't get a good connection to the street. And so they don't want to, we don't want to hang a temporary line up because it technically works. And it would like annoy our neighbors, so we're like trying to be nice and we're like, okay, don't put a line over his fucking garage or whatever. But like so they need to go bury a new line, right? And we've had this in since like spring, and they haven't come to bury a new line, and they're apparently like 15,000 behind or something in the city. Like there's apparently a shit ton of lines to bury and nobody's burying them. It's ridiculous. So that's the problem, and so they're probably not even going to get to it this year. Yes. Can almost guarantee you that they're like super behind. Because that's what they're doing, is they're doing a line burial, because they're just replacing our line because something's wrong with it. Alright. So if you like this build, if you seem to like the playstyle, I'll tell you what it's all about. Fuck this shit. Alright. You know what you should do? What should I do? Start a line burning company? I wish. See, the thing is, I don't know anything about that. Alright, so this build. Alright, so I used Queen's Escape, movement speed, skeleton duration, things like that. And I use Victar's Influence. This is pretty much kind of copied from the build of the week because I kind of want to run something similar. And here I got Anger, got Vol Haste, got Haste, you got Hatred, Wrath. Every kind of damage one, plus the one to go faster, plus the one to go super fast. I got that. Then I have like just generic gloves, generic belt, generic shoes. Then I have the amulet that gives me Gluttony of Elements. And what that does is casts an aura. So it's a Vol aura. It casts an aura that causes taking elemental damage to you to heal you and nearby allies instead. So basically, when I run into something that does a lot of elemental damage, I kind of cast that and we just tank through everything. That's basically this build. And I also have this thing, and this is actually one of the sickest things I actually did, which was, by the way, I spent a lot of money on this thing, as in I was rolling it myself. So, basically I'm like, you know what would be really cool? I'm like, you know, I saw one of those things, like, it's like the, Essence of Insanity, and one of the things it does is on helmets, it makes it so you get the property Socketed Gems gain 50% physical damage with extra lightning damage. I'm like, yeah, because I don't need any kind of lab enchants or anything like that, because I'm like, I just want the implicit on the bone helm, which is 40% more damage from minions. I know it's not a perfect roll. I just got this for crafting. It's a level 85 helmet, and so I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just throw fucking orbs of insanity or something at this helmet, and then I'm gonna get socketed gems, gain 50% of physical damage. There's extra lightning damage on zombies, and that's what they actually have. If you actually look at the stats, they actually have that. Minions deal 50% of physical damage, extra lightning damage. And you know what the really fucking sad thing is now? the mages, which is the entire point of the build, the fucking skeleton mages, suck ass. They don't do any fucking damage at all. Like, I punched into PoE builder. I imported my character. So at the current level that these zombies are at, which are level 18, the zombies do about 36,000 DPS each. And that's not without that's not with the slam. They have the slam jewel, which is like they do a slam once in a while. So I have those. Pledge of Hands, you think? Would they be better with that? You may not be wrong. But I don't know, actually. I don't know where to take this build, I won't lie. Because it started out kind of nice, because it's like, you know, you got some life here. You know, I got this to fix dexterity, because dexterity is such a pain in the ass on this character. I got some of the mana stuff, and so my reduced mana is just perfect to do level 1 clarity, and then everything else on generosity. It's like, and then I got Eldritch Battery, so I cast all my mana stuff there, and I was gonna get Mind Over Matter next, so then that keeps my life pool a little bit bigger, kind of thing. But the problem is, this stupid piece of shit chest piece, as amazing as it is, doesn't have a life roll on it. I have like okay life on most of my other gear, but I basically said to myself, I think I'm gonna need the ES to kind of fit as some of my life roll, and I'm not using a shield, obviously, which is also a big problem. Just spell echo for the sunlink? I'm not sure, because the thing is, I'm using the sword right now for an extra skeleton, an extra zombie, and I mean it gives a bit of damage. The duration is really not necessary. The skeletons last for 60 seconds. It's ridiculous. So I was thinking of removing this and dropping it for something else, and I don't know what. Yeah, I know, 3.4k. It's stupid. As I said, when I have Mind Over Matter, then I'll be basically kind of like low 4k-ish, I guess, technically. But yeah, it's not. I mean, I was experimenting with this, but the thing I realized though, is I played around with Path of Building a little bit, and a similar setup, because I have Summon Skeleton, Spell Echo, Minion Damage, and Lesser Multiple Projectiles, and the two ones I put on there is like Elemental Focus and, I don't know, like either Pierce or like, I don't know, Spell, Control Destruction or something. And the thing I realized is that in a similar 4-link like I have here, Summon Raging Spirits does more damage, like substantially more damage, like more than, like basically 3 times more damage. Because all I do on that is I put like weapon elemental damage on attacks, you give them like melee splash or something. I don't even think I need to have that, to be honest, because the zombies splash for me. And then you have like multi-strike, and then like, I don't know, elemental focus or something, maybe. And you can put that shit on a 4-link, and they're way stronger than some of the skeletons. So, you know, and I was like, well, fuck. fucking skeletons are apparently shit. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why they're so garbage. Oh my god. But I guess they're a ranged unit. They get to fire a bunch of times. I don't know, but their DPS is like 4k right now. It's not good. The zombies fucking wreck because of this fucking helmet enchant. And then like, you can do specters. Okay. You apparently missed the you missed the fucking spiel I had about that. the summoner build I had before this was a Spectre build. It was actually supposed to be a super Spectre build. I even have like, I still think I saw the items I had for it originally. Where was it? I had that fucking, the Scourge Claw. Okay, I apparently don't have it now. Take my word for it, I had that. I had the Scourge Claw, right? And the problem with Spectres in this current state of the game is that I brought it to Shape Strand boss or something, right? I was doing the boss there, and the bosses now have like substantially more life, like a lot more life now. That's what they did as a 3.0. They added a whole lot more life to the bosses. And so it wasn't hard mods. There was actually really nothing them giving them more damage. But the specters were there, they were trying to kill them, and then the boss were just doing AoE stuff. And it was just, they weren't doing enough damage, they weren't leeching enough damage back, and just slowly over time, they were just dying and dying until like the bosses were about 25% health, and then the specters died. All of my specters died. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, dude, you have to understand, I had like Scourge Claw, I had them in like Vis Mortis. I think we 5-linked it. Did we 5-link it? I don't remember. I don't think we 5-linked. No, we 4-linked it. So I had Vis Mortis. Oh, there's the Scourge Claw right there. I had that. I may have had this too. I'm not sure at the time. I may have used it as like a holdover. I had Bones Ruler. Yeah, like all fucking 4 items here. And I had some other stuff. I had like all the minion damage shit from the tree. I had all the, like, everything I could get possibly for that. And the damage was like so unsatisfying. Like so completely unsatisfying. Because I've played lots of Spectres before. I've played lots of Spectre builds before, and I'm like, this is total fucking trash. I was so disappointed with that actually, and I was like, I'm not continuing this character. I'm like, because like basically every time I go to a boss, and then like they just whittle it down to the point where like the Spectre dies, and oh shit, looks like I gotta go back to Solaris or something to go get. Well, it's actually now like. The Templar Laboratory has it now. They have the Flame Spectres. Do you have +2 minions on your Hell Marino? Right now? This one, no. That's what I was hoping to roll, actually. That was the thing I want to roll. I want to roll Socketed Gems, gain 50% physical damage, extra lightning damage, and +2 to minions. And I'm like, if I had that, I would just keep it like that. It would be like the sickest thing you could possibly get with that. And as I said, I found this to be the strongest thing, and so now I'm kind of thinking of reworking this build into something that actually maybe has like a shield and like something else, and then maybe just drop the Victoria's influence and just run Hatred or something. I don't know. Flame Spectres are not even that good anymore. The problem I have though is that all of the shit in like Act 10, I don't know. The only other thing I think I would use in Act 10, because it's like, I level 64 monsters at this point. So, and I think that Pat was saying that they did something where Desecrate actually gives you some of the monsters that you have, but like, I don't like any of this shit for Spectres. Like, they haven't reworked it yet. Yeah, this one, those ones are actually pretty good. What are they called? The ones that do Molten thing are pretty good. Killin' Mother, apparently, is what they're called. Might be okay Spectres. But I remember Flametels being pretty much the best, and then, like, I tried them, and they were just total shit. Like, there was no contest anymore, and I'm like, I don't even want to play this build anymore, really. Solar Guard and Solaris Comrade. So, here's the thing. Do they have that thing now where... Frost... Yeah, I know Frost Sentinels are okay. But here's the thing. Harbor Bridge is level 60. Do they have that thing where, like, when you have a Spectre and you bring it into a map and then you start summoning Desecrate? So we got one offline? Yeah. Like, because you don't want eye level 60 Spectres, you want eye level whatever. And they don't seem to keep up. Like, I think they said that they would keep up the eye level, but it didn't, when I tried it, it didn't happen that way. So they didn't do it yet. How does that work now? Spectres. I know I have her gem somewhere here. Yes, basically. To what? I think the Spectre gem I had was fucking trash. When you use Desecrate, you have a chance to get the corpse of the... Okay. I tried that, and it was, like, really bad. Like, super bad. So... Like, I didn't get it at all. I desecrated, like, I think, like, 10 times or something and didn't even get it once. And I'm like, dude, like, how long am I gonna have to spend here trying to desecrate, you know, for my thing? Here, I'll try it again, actually.
Yes.
Right, with more vim and vigor, maybe. But, like, that's what made me decide not to do it. Actually, why am I in Act 4? I need to be in Act 3. Because we'll try it right now, actually. Because I want to show you how trash it was.
Need something?
But, like, right as it is, that's, like, not something I'd like. Alright, so let's go get the fucking Frost Towels, right? Do I have a free blue slot? I do now. Okay, so let's just say this is a, let's pretend this is a, build that, it uses the Frost Sentinels or something. Or is there one here somewhere? No? Okay. Where's, let me go get them and then we'll try it out. You know, for science. Oh, there's one right there. Actually, I have a cube for that. So, let's say I made an entire build with this. Let's just theory craft this, right? You know. Oh, we need like, how many can I have right now? I can have like 2. Because of the sword. But, let's say I had 3 or something, I don't give a fuck. Fuck, I lagged for a sec. Solar Elemental. I think that was the other one you told me to do, but... So, already as it is, I'm spending like a ton of time, like, trying to find solar and whatever the fuck they are. Can we get solar guards? Okay, fine. I'll get a solar guard too. What, these guys? Oops, I just made him into a zombie. Fuck. I mean, dude, this is not hooked up to anything. Fuck, I should just, let's just do this, okay? You know what, I'm just gonna do what you're saying. Alright, okay, so we have now 2 of them. Alright. I'm just gonna load up some trash map that I have. Let's just load up desert. Actually, no, we have Overgrown Shrine right now. Alright. So I want eye level 76 variants of these guys. I mean... Still nothing. Like... So, and is the question, is every time I die, one of them dies, is it gonna fucking do this? Elementals like the beta cook. I can put Spell Echo in there, but like... I don't think I have links for that anyways. Yeah. I would have to remove Clarity, I'm lazy. But this is kind of my point, is... If this is what happens, why isn't it happening more often? Like, why do I have to... Like, I haven't had it come up once yet. I have frost. I have the frost ones, but they're not showing up. Now, it is possible that the table of specters only is populated when the map is created, maybe. But then again, how does that work in party play? Because what if I want to resummon them in a party, but I wasn't the one who made the map? Like, that shouldn't be how it works. So, already as it is, I'm thinking of like 13 different downsides to the system that they have. Also, ooh, chromatic. Yeah, they don't spawn. This is actually the exact problem I had, which was like I summoned a minion I liked, and then they never spawned. Yeah. So, so basically, even if it does work. The high-level versions are pretty much invincible. Yeah, but I can't spawn them. Maybe try making a new map. But that's the thing, is like, when is the Desecrate table created? Here, I'm gonna spawn, like, this desert map. I don't even care. like, if the table is created when I make the map, then it makes it so I can only get them in solo play. So there you go, they're not there. I already used all my desecrates. I know I can spell echo this, but probably should spell echo it too. Where is it? Actually, yeah, it's right there. Nope. Still nothing. Still nothing. So it's a question of how long do you want to spend doing this every time you lose a Spectre? Because you do lose them with the bosses. Well, I guess it depends on what kind you want. I mean, I've seen some pretty sick Spectre builds where they did like the +2 totems, and they had the totem guys from, I think it was Act 6 or something. Yeah, this has been what has been the case every single time I've tried. I'm either the most unluckiest motherfucker on the planet, or this doesn't actually work the way they say it does. Because I still haven't gotten a single Frost Spectre. If it's in the map type, then it can have them. Okay, so now we're getting into different territory, because now it's just a random luck of the draw. So if there's a certain Spectre that I like, but it's eye level 60, what am I supposed to run until I find them, you know? And basically, you've seen how unstable my internet is. It means I lose it every time I log out, because guess what? They're still not saved when you log out. So, it's kind of trash. Yeah, just still not spawning them at all. Yeah, I don't think they're in the table at all. I don't think that's how it works, but people said that's how it works, but I don't see it, man. So, you're trying to figure it out? I mean, I think I told Pat this, and Pat told me that there's some kind of bug currently in the game where, like, he says, like, it doesn't, certain kinds of Spectres, particularly in Act, I think he said in Act 8 to 10, he said those ones are kind of, those ones have a bug where they're not added to the Desecrate pool currently at the moment. And I said, well, fuck that then. I said, I'm not going to do that then. I'm going to do Flame Towels, because the Flame Towels is the only thing you can get eye level 68 of. Like, without having to put much effort into it. But, I was not happy with that situation. Alright, let's run a harder map. Let's run Shaped Race Course. Actually might. How many chisels do I have? 39. I probably should chisel it. Or maybe do something even harder than that.
Keeping those exiles on. Don't be a stranger.
I don't want to do Palace, so we're doing Dark Forest there instead. I know my map pool isn't huge, but I've shaped my Atlas this league, so I don't actually want to complete Palace ever. I don't even like Palace. Fuck Palace. Yeah, let's chisel that. Reflect physical damage. Less effective curses. Oh, this seems like my kind of map. Physical reflect? Fuck yeah. Plus, the Act 8 version is bugged. If you find these guys in maps, it's a lot easier to desecrate in higher level map. Fucking hell. But I tried the same with Flame Sentinels as well, actually. It's both kinds of Sentinels. So, like, like what the fuck, seriously? I don't want to roll a fucking... Try and desecrate with Solar Guard? Alright, I'll try it next time. Let me just run this map first. I want to run a map. What the fuck? Oh, I think I was bleeding or something. Dude, damage over time fucks this guy so hard. By the way, this is a physical reflect map, so... But you can see how many shits my character gives. Which is exactly 0. Alright, I'll try it with Solar Guards next. Just for you. Because it's honestly pissing me the fuck off. What level are these? 78. Because I made a Spectre build this league, and I kind of made it, and I just found it very disappointing, honestly. It just did nothing for damage, even with all the damage buffs I gave them. I gave them like generosity and haste and generosity to anger. And I mean, it's probably more due to the fact that they're just a shitty Spectre type. Okay, I keep now running down here when I don't want to be running down here. I want to figure out this map. Fuck, I love this guy so much. It's so fucking awesome. I like the fact my health does not move at all. And I'm just in these fucking, like, super... Dude, that would kill a lot of my other characters doing shit like this. Why don't you marry him? I would love to. Not every day you get to make like just a super tanky build like this. It's awesome. One of these guys has damage over time, I think, so. Yeah, there you go. All of a sudden my health drops. I think I got poisoned or something. I hate how tanky they made all these fuckers look. Sweet. Let's go check out these items quickly. The low life roll though. Oh, what the hell? 110 maximum life. But no resists. Yeah, I'm not taking that. Fuck. Of course, so you always get stuck on everything with the shield charge. I just have so much physical damage reduction that it just doesn't phase me. Of course, my one of my other friends is running some kind of like weird oh fuck. Okay, well apparently I didn't have the fucking gem here. I was gonna roll it too. Whatever, it was just a regular strongbox. He's doing like some fucking kinetic blast and then barrage shit, and then he basically just wipes the screen every time he goes anywhere, so and Pathfinder, because Pathfinder isn't nerfed yet. They nerfed Necromancer, but apparently not Pathfinder. Apparently Pathfinder is perfectly balanced. I feel dirty for playing that one league. I played EK Pathfinder. The most unoptimal build possible. Get Quartz Flask to get phasing. Yeah, you won't phase through fucking obstacles though. That's not how it works.
Keeping those exiles on this.
I'll put these over here somewhere. They do some odd things. Probably should clean up this tab at some point. Nah. Just keep it fucking messy the way it is. I have a lot of uniques for whenever whatever the fuck your name is decides to do that. Alright. Alright. So let's do what you said. Alright. Alright. We are now a Spectre Summoner. Whoop-de-fucking do. Because I'm actually curious now if it is actually fixed in some way. Alright. So it's like you said. Let's go to... So we're gonna get the... What'd you say? Solaris guards? Okay, so shit deals 1 damage sometimes too. Dude, I was a league ahead of the EK meta, by the way, I want to mention. Then they got that EK Nova thing, and then everybody ran EK. Until, I think they nerfed again, didn't they? I don't remember. Alright. Let's spell echo it too. So, what were they called? Like... What'd you say? Solar Elementals, I think that's the one you wanted me to do, right? Or Solar Guards, which one is it? Oh, you want Solar Guard, okay, my bad. Okay. So we're going all in, like, we're like... Yeah, you guys go kill that guy. Oh shit, you got railgunned. Alright, it seems like it's up my alley, but... Oh, there's Solar Guard. Alright, we got 2 of these guys, alright. Alright, let's go over here. Go back to the hideout. Man, if this works out, you might just be making me re-roll another fucking summoner character. But I don't know. I don't know how their AI even is, actually, to be honest. Kind of curious. Do I have clarity on? Oh no, I have Spell Echo on right now. That's why I don't have clarity. Alright. Alright. The best can have all our shit. Alright. I don't even know why I'm summoning all this, because I'm just going to go into this map and then try it again. Actually, in fact, I should just put Spell Echo back on. I don't know why I even did this. Lunaris Concubine. Well, that's not what I have. Because I don't actually know what they look like on the ground. It's more obvious when it was a flame towel. Kind of hovering over it and seeing if I can get it in there. Alright, so... Big downside, it's already taking me a couple of casts of this shit to see if it's there. But nothing new has sprung up. But you might be right. It might be that it needs to be a new map. So, I mean, let's just throw another fucking low tier map at it. I don't give a fuck. Let's just do that. Maybe it's not in the map pool. Maybe I have to do it myself, like right here. Blanco Aura. 2 times effectiveness. You cast it twice as fast. And as you can see, spending a whole lot of time. I mean, as cool as they are, and they do seem cool. Don't get me wrong. Oh, dude, sweet Volurb, our fucking tier 2 map is paid for itself. So as cool as they seem to be, we don't appear to be getting any more of them. I can guarantee you these are definitely not in the pool. Because at this point, it's either I'm so unlucky that I really shouldn't be running a summoner at all, or something's messed up here, let me tell you. Yeah, still not in there. So I just scienced it for you. They're seriously not in the pool. It's really a low chance. Now, I think it looks like a crumble. You know it works on any map. Now here's the thing. This is what Pat has told me. Pat has told me that it's the later act things that are the problem. Apparently, if I get fucking I don't know. Let's get Tukohama's Warrior or something, or actually no, let's not get these. Let's go into the next area. Alright, let's say we got the guys who make totems here. I don't know what they're called though. Fuck. Yeah, it's Vanguard maybe? Maybe it's the Vanguard. Okay, let's go 2 of the Vanguards. There's a list of buggered ones? Shit, I didn't mean to go back through. Don't worry, I have plenty more portal scrolls where that came from. Alright. We're just doing science right now, guys. I love science. Apparently these ones may allegedly work. But it may be on a new map once again. But they're definitely not appearing right now. At least, okay, by the way, if it doesn't appear in like a couple of spawns, do I really... Were they Turning Titan? No, they were something else. They were Tukohama Warrior or something. So if they're not appearing, like, if it is actually in the pool right now and they're just not appearing at this rate, I don't want to play Summoner. Let me just tell you. Because can you imagine fucking every time you want to play a game, it's a fucking like 10-minute setup time. It's awful. I feel like you're just getting cooked. I mean, it could be that I'm very unlucky. I mean, dude, it took me like the armor that my bleed character's taking. I kid you not, I was trying to just get a 5-link on him, and it was taking. Yeah, see, these guys have the totem, so they're kind of nice. I was trying to get a 5-link armor piece, and fucking, it took me 500 fusings. I kid you not. I kept going because I'm like, at this point, either I'm gonna get a 6-link or I'm gonna get like nothing. Yeah. So even these Act 6 guys don't enter the pool at all. Okay, they're definitely not in the pool. There's Lunar's Zealot, but I don't have any Lunar's Spectres right now. So, I have confirmed either I am the most unluckiest person on the planet, or they simply do not enter the pool at all. I saw something there, I think, but it wasn't the one that I had. Or something else. It's probably a Lunar's thing again. Mine are like Tukohama Warriors or something. Yeah, that's it. So I have officially confirmed for you that that is not the case. I know it's weird. I mean, like, if it is me getting unlucky, then there's something wrong with the system. If that's what like needs to happen, you know. But that's what. So this is. You can see now why I made basically a flame towel build, because they're the only things I can guarantee I'll get at level 68. Because, I mean, honestly, it would fix it if like they scale to the eye level. If I could just get like even if I get like eye level 1 thing, and then I can bring it into maps and it becomes eye level 80, then that's fine with me as well. Like I think that's a much better solution. I don't know why they just don't do that. Because they already scale the Spectre level down. I don't know why they just don't scale it up too. Because they're clearly capable of changing that, but they don't do it. I don't know why. Because that would fix it. Nobody would complain anymore. What's the abuse in that? It's so dumb. Yeah, apparently summoners are lame. Who would have thought? It's so irritating, man. Like and that's why I just removed that character. Actually, I just deleted it because I'm like, I'm not playing this league anymore. I'm like, I've had enough. Is Shipyard unlocked for me? No, so I can't do the boss. I think I have Sulfur Waste unlocked, but I definitely have High Gardens, so maybe we'll do High Gardens. I identified too, because we're ballers. Even the boss is actually gonna kick my ass. Like, damage over time fucks me so much. I actually got the Soul of Alikari, or whatever the fuck this thing is. Got that, and physical reduction for each hit you've taken recently. I took this one. Yeah. Because I actually don't need any more physical reduction in this build. Damage over time screws me. So honestly, it's the saddest thing. My resistances are not maxed right now. They're maybe they're maxed when I'm at full endurance charges, so... So score 1 for frenzy, not frenzy charges, endurance charges. But I gave it. You have to admit, I gave it all. I gave all I got, and it's just summoners are currently just completely trash. That's just kind of the way the meta goes right now. The meta is in fucking Barrage and Kinetic Blast right now, I'd say, without a doubt. That has the best clear speed. That shit's just really good right now. And then they killed Necro support, so that's like one less kind of build that you can do. LA hit or no balls. Do you remember any time that elemental hit wasn't just a complete fucking joke? Nobody ever sat down and basically decided, hey, you know what? I haven't done a build of elemental hit. Actually, did you ever see the first iteration of Crimson Dance? I think it was like something like you get 4 bleed stacks and 50% less damage, and then there's also the does not deal extra damage to anyone moving, and it's like, well, it's literally when you have the damage and then they don't take the extra damage while they're moving, you're literally not doing any more damage. Oh, 1 second, my sister was messaging me. She was torrenting. She's asking me to, she wants access back in. Alright. By the way, the stream may spaz out again for a second because I'm fucking with the router, so yeah, just don't panic yet. I'm also probably gonna up the